The UK's military was once the most powerful in the world. During the British Empire's peak, it controlled almost a quarter of the land on Earth and 23% of the world's population. But where does its military power stand today? Is it stronger than ever before, or does it fall short of its past glory? We dive into the truth behind Britain's military power in 2024, from its nuclear capabilities to its advanced weapons and unbeatable special forces. We'll compare it to the greatest world powers and see exactly where it stands. Watch until the end of the video, as you may be surprised. The UK is one of the top 5 nuclear powers in the world, along with Russia, the United States, China, and France. Its nuclear capability is centered around the Trident program, which involves the deployment of 4 nuclear-armed Vanguard-class submarines. These are all equipped with 8 Trident II missiles. Each missile is around 30 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb, meaning if the UK fired all of them at once, the explosion would be almost 1,000 times bigger than the one at Hiroshima. These missiles travel at speeds of up to 13,000 miles per hour, making them hard to intercept. They also have long-range capability and can travel up to 7,500 miles, allowing them to reach almost the whole globe. The submarines are designed for stealth and are extremely difficult to detect. This means they can position themselves anywhere in the world's oceans to ensure that their missile reaches any target in the fastest time possible. The UK maintains at least 1 Vanguard-class submarine on patrol at all times, ensuring that it can always retaliate in the event of a nuclear attack, a strategy known as continuous at-sea deterrent. This makes the UK's nuclear force less vulnerable to a first-strike attack. Britain plans to further modernise its nuclear weapons, ensuring its viability and effectiveness for the future. This includes the development of the Dreadnought-class submarines, which are intended to be even more powerful than the current Vanguard-class submarines. Because the UK's nuclear weapons are so advanced, putting it in the top 5 nuclear powers in the world, it gives them great influence over other countries with its nuclear capabilities, striking fear into even the most powerful ones like Russia. But nuclear power isn't everything. In fact, big nukes with a bad army doesn't go a long way. So let's see if it lives up to their nuclear status. The UK is home to one of the best special forces in the world, operating with unmatched skill and accuracy, with a success rate that's the envy of special forces around the globe. It goes by the name Special Air Service, better known as the SAS. Its name, however, can be deceiving. Formed during World War II, they would parachute behind enemy lines and attack their clueless enemies. It was the first of its kind. Today, the SAS is known for its ability to operate in all terrains and environments, including land, marine, and urban settings. Their skill set is extensive, covering counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, direct action, and reconnaissance. The selection process is the hardest out of all special forces, with only a 10% pass rate. It's more like torture than anything else. It includes extremely rigorous and exhausting tests carried out in the harshest of environments. The hardest is the endurance phase, known as the long drag. It's a timed 40-mile march across the rugged terrain of the Brecon Beacons in Wales, classing as an ultramarathon. However, they must carry a heavy backpack, weighing over 55 pounds or 25 kilograms, along with a rifle and additional equipment up hilly terrain. Candidates must complete this march within a strict time limit, which is generally under 20 hours. Considering this elite Special Forces unit, it's a very strong factor of the UK's military power and gives it the ability to undergo crucial missions against any threats or enemy countries, with the only competition being the United States Navy SEALs and potentially Russia's Spetsnaz. This helps to secure the UK's position as one of the most powerful militaries in the world. However, the UK only has an active duty personnel size of 150,000 and a similar number of reserve personnel, compared to Russia, which has 830,000 active troops, or the United States, with around 1 million active personnel. The UK is clearly outnumbered, which is expected with its significantly lower population compared to other countries. Britain also has 227 Challenger 2 battle tanks and 736 armoured vehicles. Although Russia has taken a significant hit to its tank numbers with its war with Ukraine, it still has around 12,000 tanks, which is way more than the UK. But a lot of these are from the Soviet era, meaning they aren't modern and can easily be destroyed by accurately placed explosives. The United States has 5,500 tanks, which all have the latest technology. However, the United Kingdom has 130 fighter jets, which are all extremely modern. Part of this is the F-35 Lightning II, which is the most powerful fighter jet in the world. But again, its fleet is tiny compared to other countries. But the UK does boast one of the most powerful naval fleets with the HMS Queen Elizabeth, which is the largest aircraft carrier ever built. They also have super advanced destroyers used for offensive and defensive missions, such as the Type 45, which has anti-submarine and ship missiles, along with air defense and land Tomahawk cruise missiles, multiple miniguns, a 4.5-inch naval gun, and an automated anti-missile defense system. The fleet also consists of Type 23 frigates, which are used to protect other ships in the fleet, especially from enemy submarines. Although the UK's military is small in size compared to other countries, it sure packs a punch when it needs to. Keeping all its tanks, jets, helicopters and ships modernized helps it compete with countries like Russia and China, even if they have a lot more of them. The UK's small military size will have a big impact on its global power ranking, putting it at a major disadvantage, but maybe its futuristic technology is more advanced than any other country in the world. The United Kingdom's Dragonfire is a laser weapon system developed by the UK's leading defence companies. Travelling at the speed of light makes it impossible for targets to evade once locked on. These beams are also invisible and silent, so there's no way to track where it's coming from. The project aims to create a laser weapon that can counter various threats, including drones, missiles, and even aircraft and other vehicles, by delivering focused energy onto the target to damage or destroy it. The advantages of this technology are endless. Its ability to deliver pinpoint accuracy whilst being extremely powerful at the same time makes it a very formidable weapon. Also, it costs a fraction of normal munitions at around $1 per beam. This new weaponry will help the UK outgun its enemies in any form of warfare. A bonus factor that leads to the UK's military dominance is that it also has one of the best intelligence agencies on Earth, known as MI6. It lies an invisible force shaping the chessboard of international politics. It's so successful that it even led to the creation of the movie series James Bond. But how does this agency amplify the UK's military power? It's through the subtle art of influence, where information becomes the currency of power. The MI6 can gain crucial information about current global affairs, including other countries' military operations. This helps Britain position itself precisely in the best places that ensure they have the advantage in any situation they find themselves in, so they can quickly neutralize their enemies with great accuracy and efficiency. What makes it this successful is its ability to adapt to any new challenge that faces them, meaning nothing can stand in its way. It's also a master of human intelligence gathering, allowing it to gain extremely important information from top sources, helping the UK's military forces operate with precision. The UK boasts an impressive military power, with some of the best nuclear weapons in the world, along with its special forces and intelligence agency. Although it has smaller military numbers compared to countries like the United States and Russia, but where it lacks in quantity, it sure makes up in quality. This secures its position as the 6th most powerful military out of the 145 countries in the world, giving it major influence and a key position in all global affairs. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. YouTube thinks you'll like this video next.